Metro Schools is trying to win the teacher talent war, proposing raises, targeted pay boosts, and bigger benefits to recruit and retain top talent. Tracy Cornett joins us now. Tracy, you're breaking down those numbers.
I am, Hunter. These proposals are for next year's budget. It includes a cost of living sorry, they're not here yet. Cost of living raise for employees and adjustments to the teacher pay scale. So how much? Well, district officials say every 1% cost of living increase for employees would cost about $6.8 million. Now, that includes $4.5 million for teachers and other certified staff and about $2.3 million for support staff. And then there's $3.2 million allocated for teacher pay. That includes changes to things like entry-level pay and making some of the most common pay steps more competitive. The goal here is to help with recruitment, retention, and preparing students for life beyond high school. The employee benefits package is also highlighted in the budget proposal, including paid sick leave, parental and personal leave. The district's budget will be voted on sometime next month or in June, and then it should be finalized before the end of June, which Metro Council then will vote on, and of course, will follow.